Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. I hope that everybody's having a great day today.
Alright, I interrupt this video to make the announcement that we are going to ignore how terrible my hair looks in this video. And that's all I have to say.
I went to Sephora and I have not been excited about, well, I won't say excited. I haven't been this excited about makeup in a really long time. I got a bunch of stuff and let's just try out some of the things. Let's just test this out. I'm gonna zoom you guys in here. Let's see, is that okay? Is that okay? Am I still in focus? I'm not in focus anymore, am I? We'll just leave it like that. So I did already wash and moisturize my face. Now I'm going to use a primer. This is the regular primer that I always use. It's the Makeup Forever Step 1 Skin Equalizing Primer. It's just the smoothing one. We are going to be testing out a new foundation today. Well, not necessarily new foundation, new to me. We're going to be testing out a new to me foundation, and I want to give it the best chance that I would. So I prime my skin with any foundation, so I went ahead and primed my skin for this foundation. So this is my lorac behind the scenes eyeshadow primer, which all of the the lettering has rubbed off, as you can see, but that's what it is. And then I'm going to take a little bit of my Tarte Shape Tape. This is in light sand. Now we're going to get into some new things. Makeup Forever redid their eyeshadows like a long time ago. It might have even been last year. I don't know. But I haven't tried them yet. So I picked up two. I wanted to get a third one, but they did not have the shade in store that I wanted. It was like this khaki color, but they didn't have it. So I'm probably just going to order that one online. But I want to do more of a cool toned look today. I'm just feeling the cool toned vibes recently. I don't know why. I don't know. I just want to do a cool toned look. I got the 3-pan one because, like I said, there is one more eyeshadow that I want. So I got, shoot, M619 and M540. One's like a very, very light gray, and then the other one's like a deeper, more espresso shade. So we're going to use these today. I'm first going to take, this is a Morphe E27, and I'm just going to take this shade right here. And let's see, I'm gonna blend this. This is just a very, very light. Like if this were a warm shade, this would be the same color as my skin tone. But because it's cool toned, it's showing up on my skin. It's just like a light wash of color. As you saw, I do have like a customizable eyeshadow palette already that has a ton of shades in it. But believe it or not, I didn't have anything that looked like this, and I wanted to try out the Makeup Forever eyeshadows really badly, so that's what I did. I'm going to go in with this brush. This is a crown brush. It has no label on it, but it is a crown, just a round blending brush. And I'm going to go in with Makeup Geek Frappe. It is that one right there. Makeup Geek Frappe. Tap off the excess. And I'm going to go in with that kind of underneath that light gray shade that we just used. I'm just going to deepen up the crease a little bit. And then on this is a Sephora Pro Blending number 27. Let's see what I want to do. I think I'm going to take a little bit of, yeah, I think I'm going to take a little bit of this shade. Let's see. This shade, it's Barcelona Beach by Makeup Geek on a Sephora Pro Blending number 27. Again, just a deeper cool tone shade, and I'm going to focus this on this outer bit right here and like very low into the crease. Okay, and then next I'm going to go back into that Makeup Forever palette, and I'm going to go into this very deep shade right here. Do I want to use a different brush? I think I do. I'm going to use this crease brush from Precision Beauty. I got this in a brush set from TJ Maxx. It's like a very thin, tapered blending brush, so it's going to give me a more precise application. And I'm just going into that dark shade right there. And then I'm going to take that nameless crown brush again, and I'm going to go back into Frappe from Makeup Geek. I'm going to take this Sonia Kashuk brush from Target. It's just like a very small packed blending brush. And I'm going to go into that black shade right here. I'm going to go into this black shade right here. It's Makeup Geek Corrupt. And I'm just going to stamp. So starting right at the lash line, I'm just stamping it. And then kind of flicking it upwards. And then I'm going to take that brush that we used for the Dark Makeup Forever shade. It doesn't have any additional product on it. And I'm just going to blend that out. Just to do this, I'm going to take my L'Oreal Luminous eye kohl, and I'm just going to tight line really quick. Next, we are going to test out the Fenty Beauty by Rihanna foundation. This is the Pro Filter foundation. It says on the box, soft matte long wear foundation. It says medium to full coverage for all, long wear, light as air. Shake well. And that's all that it says. Shake well. So I'm shaking well. Now I think this shade might be a little bit too light for me right now because I did just get back from Florida. I did get very tan. However, I feel like most of the time, like when I'm not super tan during the summer, this shade will work for me. So, and I'm definitely more of like a neutral or an olive undertone. So that's why I ended up going for this one. So I did 2 pumps on the back of my hand, and I'm just going to dip my beauty blender into that. And we're going to do one side with a beauty blender and one side with a brush. Okay, so far I'm liking the way that that's going on. Okay, I really like the way that that looks, actually. I did completely go through those 2 pumps that I just did, probably because the sponge did absorb a lot of the product. That's what a beauty blender does. It is a sponge, so it is going to soak up a little bit of the product, but I do like the way that that looks. I'm just going to do one more pump on the back of my hand and see if it builds, because I would say that's like a light medium with the beauty blender. I would not say it was a full coverage by any means. It does look really good. It's like not emphasizing any lines or texture or pores. It did cover very well. I do have a little bit left over on my hand, so 2.5 pumps with a sponge gives you a nice solid medium coverage. One more pump, and I'm gonna grab my, let's see, let's do this e.l.f. brush. This is the e.l.f. buffing brush. I'm just gonna pick some of that up. Okay, right off the bat, I can tell you get way more coverage with a brush. It soaks up way less product. So, I don't know. I feel like that's the thing with a beauty blender. It's like, it always looks better, but you have to sacrifice using more product. I feel like I'm gonna be a really good test of this foundation because I do have super oily skin. So I will try to do a check-in at the end of the night. That color is actually really good for me. It is slightly lighter than the rest of my body, than my neck, but not too bad at all. I definitely like the sponge side better. Let's go ahead and do concealer. Now, I'm very excited about trying this. This is the Too Faced Born This Way Super Coverage Multi-Use Sculpting Concealer. It says to conceal, contour, highlight, retouch. It's got coconut water, alpine rose, hyaluronic acid. The coconut water replenishes skin's moisture. Alpine rose brightens the skin appearance and promotes elasticity. The hyaluronic acid gives you smoother, more youthful looking appearance. It says cover, contour, highlight, and retouch with the super perfecting natural finish concealer makeup hybrid. Right off the bat, it is more of a wet formula than Shape Tape is. Like, it feels more wet on the skin. So I'm just going to take my Beauty Blender. I did dip in once for one eye, and then I dipped in a second time for the other eye. Just put a little bit on my hand, and I'm just going to take it on this precise brush so I can get on the inner corner. Okay, I do have a lot of texture on my under eye. Those little like milia, those little like very, very teeny tiny milia, I do have a lot of that on my under eye. This is not emphasizing that at all. I think the coverage is really good. I don't think I need to add more product to get more coverage. And I didn't even use a color corrector. So that did like a really good job. It is slightly, ever so slightly sinking into fine lines. I mean, it's not, I will say it sinks into fine lines less than other concealers that I've used, but it's not sinking into them. You know what I mean? I'm just being real that most concealers, no matter what you do, are going to sink into your lines. But I don't think this is doing it as badly as some of my other concealers. Comparing it to Shape Tape, this is definitely a more wet, liquidy concealer. It kind of reminds me of the Urban Decay Naked Skin Concealer, honestly, with more coverage. Yeah, and it looks really good. I really am liking the way that that's looking. I'm just going to take this Makeup Forever Super Matte Loose Powder, and I'm just going to, this is a very, very finely milled powder. It just went everywhere just by opening the cap. And I'm just going to take it on a big powder brush, whatever's in the cap. I really don't use very much of this at all, you guys. I just tap it all over. I'm going to use my Beauty Blender. I'm going to pick up some of that powder. I'm just going to do my lower lash line now. I'm going to take this Real Techniques shading brush, and I believe I'm just going to take a little bit of Frappe. Okay, and then I'm going to wipe off that brush, and I'm going to take the same brush and go into Barcelona Beach. Okay, and then I'm going to take that Sonia Kashuk brush, the same one that we used for the black on our upper lash line, and I'm going to go into Corrupt again, tap off most of this, and I'm just going to really focus this tight up close to my lash line, and then I'm going to take that brush again with without dipping back into any shadow, and I'm just going to blend that. Alright, we're back. Lashes are on, brows are on. For lashes, I used these eyelure and Nicole Guirrero. For brows, I used just my regular brow stuff. I used my Goof Proof brow pencil from Benefit. This is in the shade 4. And then I just set it with a little bit of Gimme Brow, also from Benefit. So let's move on with the rest of the face. This is not a new product. And this is the Sephora bronzing powder in the shade Los Cabos, matte number 3. And this is just a really good contour shade, bronzer slash contour shade. And I'm using this with a Pro Contour blush brush from Sephora. It's number 74. Next, I'm going to use a new product. This is the Too Faced Sweet Tea bronzer, or the Sweethearts bronzer in the shade Sweet Tea. This is, I say new product. None of this stuff is necessarily new except for that Too Faced concealer. I would say that's the only thing in this haul that's like totally 100% new. And I'm just going to dip in, blend this. Oh, that's pretty. Oh, that's gorgeous. Oh, It's so pretty. It just gives like a glow, like a bronze glow. It is kind of light for me a little bit right now, so it is just kind of showing up as like a glowy product. But once winter rolls around, I feel like this is going to be like the perfect glowy bronzer for me to just bring a little bit of life back to my skin, because it is more of like a fair shade. It's not like a dark orangey bronzer at all. This is not a new product. Again, this is something that I've loved and have had for a really long time. This is the Hourglass blush in the shade Luminous Flush. Next, another new product to me. This is the Fenty Beauty highlighter, and this is in the shade Girl Next Door and Chic Freak. This one is called Girl Next Door, and then this one over here is called Chic Freak. So I think I'm going to go in with a little bit of Girl Next Door first, because it's a lot less glittery. It's more of like a glow from within shade. So I'm going to start with this, and then I might put, I'm probably going to put a little bit of the other shade on top. Do we see that? That's just a very natural glow from within highlight. That is so pretty. Let's take a little bit of Chic Freak, and this is a way more glittery highlight. Okay. Wow. Wow. More is more. Ooh, yes. I love the tone of this highlight. I am living for that. Another thing that I got from Fenty is the Fenty Glow Gloss Bomb. Again, swatched it 1,000 times, seen it worn on other people, think it is absolutely stunning, never bought it. I don't know what my deal is, but today was the day that I was buying all this makeup that I've wanted for a really long time. So I have nothing on my lips right now. This is just how my lips look. And I'm just going to go straight in with this. I want to see what it looks like on my lips without anything on it. I might add something a little bit later, but we will see. It smells like Skittles. Ooh, that is pretty. That is stunning. Super glossy, but not sticky. It's like very moisturizing. I love that. Like, I love that. Is that the finished makeup look? Is that it? No, I have one more product that I want to talk to you guys about. Okay, I also got this from Fenty. I was just very intrigued by this. This is the Invisimatte blotting powder in the shade Universal. Now, this is what it says on the box. Instant Refresh On The Go Filter Effect. So, I think you're supposed to get a brush that comes with this that magnetizes to the side. I did not get that, because I do carry a little mini brush with me for blotting, and it goes like underneath right here. Oh, it comes with like a little spongy thing on top. So this is just a white powder. It's very finely milled, and it's 4 touch-ups on the go. So I'm interested to see if this actually does blot my oil throughout the day. So I am going to give you a couple check-ins to see how this makeup lasts. So far, I have a really good impression of all of these products. We will see how long the foundation lasts on me though. Like I said, I am a very oily person, especially in the dead middle of summer right now. I get so oily, and I am going to be doing a couple of other things. So I think I applied, yeah, it was about an hour ago at like, it's 2:26 right now. I think I applied 2:26. It's 3:26 right now, and I do believe that I applied the foundation at like 2:30, 2:40. I don't know. I did say when I applied it. So now it is 3:30, and I will be back in a little bit later for a check-in, and I will give you the final thoughts of all of the products that I used today. So yes, I will be right back. Hey guys, we are here for our first check-in. It is 7:22. Whoops. It's 7:22, so I can't remember when, I can't remember when I finished filming, but I thought that I would do a check-in just because, as per usual, I am a little bit shiny. Now, I am not like super shiny. I know that if I go a couple more hours, I will get even more and more shiny. I'm not even sure if you're going to be able to tell on camera, but despite the fact that I'm oily, the foundation has actually held up really well. Obviously, the lip gloss is completely worn off. That didn't last 2 seconds, like after I was eating. So I am just going to reapply some of the lip gloss. And you guys, I'm seriously, this is like my new favorite gloss. I'm not joking. It's going immediately into my makeup bag. I'm actually going to go ahead and touch up right now. I'm going to use this Universal Invisimatte blotting powder right here. Let's see, I'm like really nervous. So, I don't know, like it comes with this little like velour pad thing that you can like, I don't know, you guys, I don't like using these things that when makeup comes with these things. I don't know, I think it's good that they come with them, so if I'm ever like in a pinch, I can use it, but when I have all of my brushes here in front of me, I'm gonna use a brush, you know what I mean? And in addition, I do carry a brush with me in my makeup bag in my purse at all times, so if I've got a brush available to me, I'm gonna use the brush. Pick up a little bit of the product, and then I'm just gonna tap. Oh wow. Oh my goodness. Look at that. That is completely mattifying. Oh wow, look at that. Can you guys tell the difference? I just applied the powder to this side of my face. Now I did not blot or anything. I just went straight in with this powder. Oh wow, you guys. I am very, very impressed with this powder. I don't know if you can tell the difference. Like I am way oil slick shiny on this side. You can especially tell, obviously that's my highlight right there, but like on this, around my cheek and like in the crevice of my nose, I get super, super oily. I get oily right here up on my forehead, and over here, I definitely just matted that down with this powder. Yes, going in my makeup bag immediately. That is amazing. Probably gonna try to do one more check-in, so I will see you guys in a bit. Alright guys, this is going to be the final check-in for the day before I take my makeup off because, sorry, my cats are like going crazy in the hallway. That was so loud. It is 10:21 right now, and so let me just give you a rundown of the products. Is there a cat in here? I swear those cats are insane. Okay, so first new product that I used was the Makeup Forever eyeshadows. I do think that they're good. You know, they're eyeshadows. I thought they blended out really, really nicely. They lasted. They're not faded at all. They didn't get patchy. Yeah, I really, really like this eye look, and I really like the colors that I picked out. And I will definitely be purchasing more of them. I did take my eyelashes off, so if I look different in this shot, it's because I had to take the eyelashes off. They were poking me and it hurt. So anyway, yeah, so I really like these eyeshadows. I think they're great, high quality matte shadows, which is something that I would expect for Makeup Forever. I think that these eyeshadows are $17 a piece, and when you're paying that much for one single eyeshadow, they should perform very well, and I do like them. I would recommend these. The next new product that I used was the Fenty Pro Filter Soft Matte Longwear Foundation. This is a great foundation in my opinion. I would highly recommend this. I do agree with all of its claims. I do think that it is long wearing. I do think that it gives you a soft matte finish. So if you are somebody that prefers more of a natural dewy finish, I would not say that this foundation is for you. This foundation is going to give you a medium to full coverage finish, and it's going to be very, very matte and very, very long wearing. So if you don't have oily skin like me, you probably won't like this. If you have more of a dry skin texture, or you have a lot of like flakiness to your skin, you're probably not going to like this. But if you are very oily and you look like a grease slick throughout the day, you're really going to like this foundation, like I do. I really like it. Okay, now the next thing that I used is this Born This Way Multi-Stick Sculpting Concealer. Now, I haven't actually, let's just get up close with this really quickly. So I do have a little bit of creasing, but I think I said this earlier in the video, that is to be expected with any concealer. I honestly don't think that I have used a concealer that is truly creaseless. Now, one thing that I will go ahead and say is that I do like this better than the Tarte Shape Tape, 100%. I do really like the Tarte Shape Tape. I actually will probably mix these two together a lot of the time because this is very, I don't want to say glowy or luminous, it's just more of like a wet, hydrating texture, if that makes sense, while this is more of a dry texture. I will say this dries down, even though it goes on a little bit more wet, and it might seem like it's dewy, but it's not dewy. It's just more hydrating, where this goes on dry and then it dries down even drier. So I think these two together would be a good mix, but I do like this way more than Shape Tape, which is saying something because I actually have 3 shades of the Tarte Shape Tape concealer. That's how much I really, really loved it. But I do think that Too Faced has completely outdone themselves and has ultimately surpassed the Tarte Shape Tape. Okay, next product that was new that I used, I think it was, yeah, I'm pretty sure it was the Too Faced Sweet Tea Sweethearts Bronzer. Really, really like this. I will say I think this is better. I think this will work better for me when I am more fair in the winter months, when I want more of like a glow and I want to bring some life back to my skin. That's when I see myself using this the most. However, even though I do have a little bit of a tan right now, I still thought that it left a beautiful sheen to my skin, but I definitely think this is going to be better for me in the winter months. I do really, really like it. It swatches beautifully. It goes on the skin beautifully. It's a very soft, glowy powder. It's not overly shiny, it's not overly glittery, it's just like a very soft glow, and I really do like this, but I do think it's going to work better for me, or the shade of this is going to work better for me in the wintertime when I am more fair. Next thing that I used was the Fenty highlighter. You guys, I love this. I think this is my new all-time favorite highlighter. I do love the other shade that I have, the Mean Money Hustle Baby. It's more of like the whitish gold one. But I'm a sucker for anything that's peach toned or rose gold toned, and this is just the bomb.com for me. I really, really love this. Okay, and then the Fenty gloss, also really, really loved. I do really, really like this gloss. I cannot wait to pair this with some of my nude lipsticks or just a regular lip liner. I think it's going to be gorgeous with that. And I also really like the packaging of this. I don't like it when videos sound overly positive because it comes off kind of fake, but I promise you guys, I genuinely really enjoyed all of these products. I mean, my makeup still looks really good. Like, I would feel totally fine going out like this, like right now, and I think I put this makeup on at like what, 2:30, 3 o'clock, so, and now it's like almost 10:30, so that's just saying something, the true testament and the longevity of all these products. This Fenty Beauty Universal Powder, you guys, this invisimatte blotting powder, guys, if you are oily, you need this powder in your life. I just did an update of me blotting my face, and it's still fine. I think that was like 2 hours ago, and my face my nose is like slightly shiny, but I think that's because I put highlighter there, but my face looks like I look good right now. Like, I'm feeling my skin, I'm feeling my foundation, I'm feeling all of this. My blush did fade a little bit, but my blush always fades on me. That's always the first to go when my makeup fades, is my blush. My bronzer and my contour and my highlight are still on though. You can still see kind of a hint of blush, but it's not as pink as when I first put it on. But I would 100% recommend this blotting powder. I believe that does it for this video. Thank you so much for watching. Do not forget to subscribe before you leave. Also check the description box below this video. I'll have lots of information down in there. I really need to go to sleep because I like can't talk right now. But yes, and I hope you guys have a great rest of your day or morning or night or whenever you happen to be watching this video, and I will see you in my next one. Bye.